Hello Giants, my name is Bushnell. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you stay long enough to subscribe, and if you're already part of the tribe, welcome back. So today we are discussing about Miriam. And we are going to focus on a little portion of Miriam, actually only 2 verses, because there's a lot about Miriam. And we're going to focus on Exodus 15, verse 20 and 21. So let's begin. Miriam is a portrait of courage, deep family connections, leadership, and a faithful life. On the other hand, she is a portrait of the effects of gossip. But what I'm going to share with you today is about Miriam as a woman of influence. And I don't know about you ladies, but I believe women are very influential. And if you tap into godly influence, then you have reached maximum influence, and you will have amazing influence in whatever area that you need and seek influence in, be it in home, as a daughter, as a sister, as a girlfriend, as a leader, or even as a worker in any area. And so I have 4 points that I'll share with you, and I'm starting right now. So the first point is Miriam was a leader. She led the women in song and music, and the other women wanted to follow her and joined her in the singing. And what this teaches us is, look at how you interact with others. Are you someone that others want to be around and follow, just like Miriam? Or will people rather avoid you? And things that just make people want to avoid you is something like the RPF. If you're also very emotional, if you're moody, if you're just mean, if you're negative, if you're pessimistic, if you're somebody who puts others down, and people will not want to be around or follow you. But if you're a woman of integrity, a woman who's positive, a woman who smiles, a woman who wants to be impactful and be her best, and of course use your leadership to influence others, and especially towards God, then people will want to be around you and people will want to follow you. As a woman, we are called to be leaders in various aspects. For example, in a home, the man is the head of the home, but a woman is also a leader, in that without her, there's some things that cannot function. She is the core of the family. In a family where the woman is not praying, that family ends up having a lot of problems. A woman is supposed to be somebody who comforts and she comforts and she gives her opinions as well, that just encourage the members of their household. She has instinct and intuitive, and she uses it for the betterment of those around her and herself. So you are a leader as a woman, and in what space? Think right now, what space has God put you to lead? And what are you doing as a leader? Are you an example to others? Do people want to be around you and follow you? The next point is Miriam is thankful. She lists out what God did and thanks him, and is thanking him for each. So this is something you should do on a daily basis. a grateful heart and a gratitude heart and a grateful attitude is very hard to be attacked, in that you'll be someone who always sees the blessings. So even in your friendships and your relationships, express your gratitude to others. Send them a text, an email, or something, just to express how grateful you are for what they are in your life, for what they do in your life. It will build that relationship. And for even yourself, I know sometimes we go through up mountains and life is not smooth, and having a book or a jar where you put your gratitude, what you're grateful for, or what you write down what you're grateful for, will help you have the right attitude towards life, or have the right perspective towards life. And even today when I was on the Play Store, I realized that there are even apps that can help you with this, can help you write down what to be grateful for, and they can help you, remind you on writing something that you're grateful for. It is also a very nice way of controlling and just freeing yourself from anxiety by being grateful. Point number 3 is Miriam used her gifts to glorify God. Now from the verses we see that Miriam had musical ability, and she uses it to direct other women to God. So what project are you doing? What skill are you learning? What business do you own that leads people towards God? When you post, and I'm not perfect, sometimes I want to join on the most coolest TikTok trend, I think, and it is not necessarily leading to people towards God. So I'm not perfect and I'm working on it. But when you post something, does it lead people towards God? Do you even post something that leads people towards God? Do you dress in a manner that leads people towards God? Is your business a Christian brand, a Christian business that leads people towards God? Or is it all about you and you alone? When somebody looks at you, will they go like, oh, you're a Christian? When you actually say that you're a Christian, really? I didn't know that. But you should use whatever platform you have and whatever ability or skills you have to bring people towards God, because God is the one who has given you that ability, and we thank Him for that. But it's not only about you. God gave it to you to bless others and to lead others to Him. My last point is Miriam was a prophetess. I'm not saying you go out and all of you become prophets, unless God has called you to it, but allow God to use you. Allow God to use you. I know this is a very interesting subject, but the Holy Spirit is there to help you. Now, we see that in those times, a woman being in such a position was rare. And so for God to use Miriam, she must have been something. In Micah 6:4, it says, "For I brought you up from the land of Egypt and redeemed you from the house of slavery, and I sent before you Moses, Aaron, and Miriam." Her role was crucial and important. It just shows how influential she was. And that's what happens when you allow God to use you. When He uses you, guys, He's gonna make sure you stand out. He's gonna make sure that you're the best if you allow Him to. He's gonna make sure your name is in room full of opportunities, that you're meeting kings and queens. So allow God to use you. You can ask Him to use you. That is it, ladies, for Miriam. Let me know which of those 4 points resonated with you, on how she's a leader, how she was grateful, how she used her gifts to glorify God, and the fact that she allowed God to use her. Let me know which of this resonated with you in the comments below. Please share my videos, and love you.